take that away.
Well, I did everything you told me to.
You went to the shop?
Here are the keys.
What did you tell them about last night?
That you shot yourself accidentally. You were cleaning your gun!
Good.
Then I delivered your message to Mr. Novak. That is, I left it with his landlady. He was out.
Very good.
Oh, and there's something else. Miss Balish is sick. Her mother called. She won't be in today. And that's everything.
Okay. You're a credit to your profession.
Thank you, Mr. Marichek. You know, I'm not afraid of responsibility. I welcome it. In fact, I welcome a lot more.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I can't help thinking, Christmas is almost here, all that Christmas shopping. We're going to be very short-handed around the shop.
We'll have to manage.
But one more clerk would certainly come in handy.
What's this? You know someone who wants a job?
Mr. Marichek, you've got to stop thinking of me as just a delivery boy. In a suit, with a tie, I look old. And I've been training myself as a sales clerk, training hard for 2 years.
Oh, you've been training.
I have trained myself, going shelf by shelf, and I know every item in the store, every tube, jar, box, bottle, carton, and container, where they are, what they cost, what they're for. Although it's something you have never thought about, Mr. Marichek, try me. You need a man who knows the business inside out, Mr. Marichek, try me. You need help, or I have never spoken. And why bring someone in when I'm already broken? In this emergency, I wouldn't lay you down, Mr. Marichek. Try me. Oh, I can see by the uncertain way you frown that you ask yourself, why me? For first-class clerking and conscientious working, Mr. Marichek, why not try me?
All right. This cream is sour. Very sour. Take it back.
You wish to return this jar, madam? Certainly right you are, madam. You say it smells like a drowned cat. Woo, it does at that. Marichek's madam, you claim with pride. The customer must be satisfied. The customer must be satisfied. By the way, we have a special sale on autumn heather. Let me spray some on your hand. Here, we'll smell it together. It has the 3 elements of good perfume: attractive to the nose, invisible to the eye, and functional. Functional. My wife has used it time and again. It's very appealing to us men. I use it myself every now and then.
I'll take it.
Oh, certainly. Oh, Miss Ritter. Miss Ritter. That's 20 and 6 for the autumn heather, 8 and 3 for green, 32 even for that old mermaid stream, 1 and 3 for the eyebrow pencil, 9 for the large shampoo, and then for the jar you're bringing back, that's 4 and 2 for you. That's a total of 98 less 4 and 2 for the jar. Out of 100, ching! Here's your change, 5 and 2. There you are, the biggest sale in several years, I believe. himself accidentally. He was cleaning his gun.
Please leave us alone.
How do you feel, Mr. Marichek?
Oh, fine.
Is there anything I can do?
First, there's something I must do. Something very important. If I could stand up, I'd walk right over to you, take you by the hand, and beg you to forgive me.
Mr. Marichek, I forgive you. Whatever happened, whyever it happened, I don't care.
Oh, no! You can't let me off that easily. I did a terrible thing to you, and there's no excuse. Well, there might be one excuse, I suppose. The jealousy of an old man.
Jealousy?
Oh, poor George. You're still in the dark. You may be the only man that's ever had an affair without knowing it.
An affair?
You're having an affair with my wife.
With your wife? With Mrs. Marichek?
I have all the facts.
But it's not true.
I know it's not true. I know now, but last week and 2 weeks ago, I didn't know.
An affair, Mrs. Did you really think?
That's just the point, my boy. I didn't think.
I can't get over it.
Well, starting today, if you're willing, I'd like you to take over the shop.
Oh, of course I will, sir. At least keep the doors open till you're well enough again.
The keys are on the table there. And, George, now that you're the boss, if you want to give yourself a raise.
Well, I'll have a little chat with myself, and if I don't ask for too much, I may grant it.
The perfect executive. No, you better get going. You're going to be very short-handed today. Arpad tells me that Miss Ballish isn't coming.
Miss Ballish? Why not?
She's sick.
What's wrong with her?
He didn't say, but you'll have to manage without her and without one other clerk. Mr. Kadai. I want you to fire him.
Fire him?
Just give him 2 weeks' salary.
I didn't realize Mr. Kodai was that unsatisfactory. He works hard.
The wrong things.
I'm not so sure I understand, sir.
Perhaps if you ever run into Mrs. Marichek, she'll explain it to you. It looks like I'm a bachelor again, my boy. The same as you. You know, maybe one of these nights you can take me to one of those cabarets.
Mr. Marichek, I don't...
I know. We don't go to the cabarets.
Well, I'll stop by later and give you a full report, sir.
Thank you, my boy. I'll be here.
Have you been thinking about me as a sales clerk?
Oh, quite seriously. There's one thing that puzzles me. Your bicycle. How could you ever manage to part with it?
What if I didn't part with it altogether? What if I was part delivery boy, part clerk?
Arpad, you just made a sale.
I did.
As of right now, but I suppose we can't call you Arpad anymore. You know what? I don't think I ever knew your last name. You do have a last name, don't you?
Laszlo.
Welcome to Marichek. Mr. Laszlo.
Mr. Laszlo. Mr. Laszlo.
You better get going.
Oh, I'm on my way, and you can count on me. Goodbye, Mr. Marichek.
Bye, Arpad.
Ballish?
Who is it?
Miss Ballish?
Just a minute. Mr. Novak?
I was in the
What are
neighborhood.
you doing here? Did you forget to say something last night? Well, say it, by all means. I'm not feeling very well.
I know you're not. That's why I'm here.
You knew I was sick. How?
Well, this might come as quite a shock to you, Miss Ballish, but the fact is I'm back at Marichek's.
Back at marriage check.
As of this morning.
And you came to see if I was really sick, is that it?
No, no.
So you could tell everyone that there's not a thing wrong with me,
No.
but I just don't care about my job.
No!
Well, Mr. Novak, you are not going to get that chance. What time is it? I won't be very late. Where's my other shoe? Help me find my other shoe. Don't just stand there like that. Where's my shoe?
Should I
My
tell?
shoe. I can't leave until I do. Will you give me my hat? Where's my shoe?
Ballish, I
I hate to disappoint you. Now that you've had your hopes up, you're ready to be doing something for me.
Miss Ballish, you
Just tell me if it's cold out. Help me pick a sweater. I can't decide on my or.
Now, Miss Ballish, you're sick and you want to lie down.
That's us thinking to do. You don't want me to go, do you? I can see right through you. Where's my shoe? Where's my shoe?
And go
Now if I were a shoe, I'd be there.
Miss Ballish, my girl.
Yes, you told me I was cold. Tell me what kind of dress should I wear?
Have fever,
I couldn't wear a sweater. That wouldn't fit my mood well. I feel like wearing something. Yay!
Miss Ballish, you're
I
sick.
look so much better. I feel so gay and giddy. One shirt only on my leg.
Are going to bed.
Ah, see, there is nothing wrong with me. I am going. You can't stop me. Something that needs to drop me. Down.
Not leaving this
My shoe.
nowhere but I brought you something.
What is it?
See for yourself. Vanilla ice cream. It's the best thing in the world when you're sick.
It's from Littler's. My mother works there. She may have waited on you.
A small, stout woman.
Oh no, the very image of me. Only much younger looking. There's something wrong with this ice cream.
There is.
So much salt.
Well, are you surprised? All those tears falling into it?
No. I better cry in the other direction.
Why cry at all?
How little you understand, Mr. Novak. I am like a rag doll with the stuffing kicked out.
You soon fill up again, good as new.
You were sitting on the bed of a very disillusioned girl.
No, Miss Ballish, I will never forgive myself for last night at the cafe. I must have been drunk.
But strangely enough, you were right when you guessed that I'd never met the man I was waiting for. He was just someone who'd been writing me letters. Such glorious letters.
And you never showed up.
I waited till close.
I feel very irresponsible.
It wasn't just you. There could have been so many reasons, but if he cared at all, he would have written a letter, a note, 2 words, something.
Oh, Miss Ballish, he will
I
write.
don't think so.
I'm not just guessing, I know it definitely.
How?
He told me himself.
He himself?
Yes, of course, dear friend, no
Dear
one else.
friend. When? How? Tell me, Mr. Novak, tell me.
Well, let's see. You know, when I left the cafe last night, I had the oddest feeling that someone was following me, and I kept looking back, and there was
A young man.
a man. And when I was almost home, he started asking questions about you and me.
What sort of question?
Oh, just what you expect.
But I want to know the words he said.
I'm not very good at remembering.
Try,
things.
please.
Okay. Let's see. I think the first thing he said was, "Excuse me, but I would like to ask you a question." Or something like that. And then he said, "Tell me, did you just leave the Cafe Imperial?" Oh, you want to know what I said too?
Of course.
All right, I said yes.
And then?
And then he said, tell me, that girl you were sitting with, is she a special friend of yours? Those were his exact words, special friend. And I said, no, we just work together. As a matter of fact, she has an appointment with someone else tonight. Oh, I'm remembering quite clearly now. And then he suddenly looked sad.
He looked sad.
Quite sad. And he said, I know she has an appointment with someone else that's with me, but I've got to leave town on the next train on urgent business.
Urgent business. Do you think he's a manufacturer or a shop owner?
It's hard to tell. He certainly looked well fed,
Well fed.
to judge by appearances. But you know, that's not so unusual in a man his age. You have some wonderful books here, Miss Ballish. The Red and the Black. I've been so anxious to read this. I wonder, can I borrow it sometime?
What did you mean, a man his age?
I beg your pardon?
You said it's not so unusual in a man his age. How old is he?
Well, you do realize it was a dark night. And he'd had an exhausting day, emotionally at any rate. I guess his age yet. You know, it's hard to tell. Very. Possibly if you'd had some hair. Have you read The Magic Mountain? The Magic Mountain. I bought it for myself for my birthday. If you'd like, I'd lend it to you.
Is he completely bald?
Does that matter? I thought you were in love with him.
I am in love with him, Mr. Novak. It's just, you know, I thought, I hoped. I am ashamed of myself, as if appearances make a difference. The important thing is the letters. Just look at all the immortal works of art that were written by elderly men, fat men, bald men with indigestion and terrible tempers. But somewhere deep inside they had the magic. And that is a glory beyond estimation.
You put it very well, Miss Ballish.
I feel well. I feel marvelous. Thank you, Mr. Novak. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you for my life. I'm going to write. This very minute. So he'll have a letter waiting, but I won't include you since that might be embarrassing.
Yes, I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'll get back to the shop.
And I will follow as soon as I've written this letter.
Oh, there's no need for that. Take the rest of the day off. Relax. Read a book. Have you read Anna Karenina yet?
Oh, yes, a long time ago.
So did I. But it's remarkable how it stays with me. You know, every platform with a train puffing in, every station platform is Anna's platform, wherever it may be. And I can see her, actually see her coming out of the crowd and walk slowly toward her death. I've even tried to stop her a few times, but somehow she always manages to vanish into the smoke and the steam.
How odd, Mr. Novak, how very odd. You know, in one of his letters, I wish I could show it to
You mean dear friend has had the same experience?
More than once.
Well, goodbye, Miss Ballish.
Bye, Mr. Novak. Oh, Mr. Novak, can I tell you something quite sincerely? I like you, Mr. Novak. Really, I like you.
Thank you, Miss Ballish. I'll see you in the morning.
In the morning.
Okay.
Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a night cream. He brought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Imagine that, ice cream. And for the first time, we were together without a spat. Friendly, he was so friendly. That isn't like him, but simply stunned. Little wonders never cease. Little wonders never cease. It's been a most peculiar day. Little wonders never cease. Little wonders never cease. Oh, where was I? I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare everywhere to tell you and I left last night someday. I sat there waiting in that cafe and never guessed that you were fat. That you were near. You were outside thinking bald. Oh my. I am so sorry about last night. Last night I was so nasty. Well, he deserved it, but even so, that George is not like this George. This is a new George that I don't know. Somehow it all reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Right before my eyes, a man that I despise has turned into a man I like. It's almost like a dream, as strange as it may seem.
I didn't like her. Didn't like her. I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her. I wouldn't have her. I never knew her. But now I do. And I could. And I would. And I know. She loves me. And to my amazement, I love it, knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true, she doesn't show it. How could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loved me, pa, but today she likes me, pa, and tomorrow. My teeth ache from the urge to touch her. I'm speechless, for I mustn't tell her. It's wrong now, but it won't be long now before my love discovers that she and I are lovers. Imagine how surprised she's bound to be. She loves me. She loves me. I love her. Isn't that a wonder? I wonder why I didn't want her. I want her. That's the thing that matters. That matters. dress because it's cold out. But still I'm incandescent, and like some adolescent, I'd like to scrawl on every wall I see. She loves me, she loves me.
The new Mr. Marichek? Not so impressive. Too young, too skinny.
I think he's beautiful. Welcome back, George.
Congratulations, George.
Excuse me, but I could use some help in here getting these boxes down.
That reminds me, I have to have a word with Mr. Kodai.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, a miracle, an absolute miracle. A word with Mr. Kodai.
Oh, who cares about him? That's all in the past.
It is?
Ever since last night. You remember what a silly, confused girl I was last night?
You were?
Oh, very. I didn't know what to do or where to go. And then somehow, my feet started walking down the street, across the bridge, past the Metropole Cinema, and you know where?
Where?
Right into the library.
The library?
Can you imagine?
How did you like it?
You've never seen such a place. So many books. So much marble. So quiet. And suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful plop. My head was beginning to swim and my forehead was covered with cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice, whispered, "Pardon me."
Pardon me.
And there was dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly bespectacled man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing you know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending me passionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all the while, I'm wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden, he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course, it's a novel, but I didn't know, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist. You know, this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next, he said, "We could solve this problem of mine." I said, "How?" He said, "If I like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things." I said, "When?" He said, "Now." His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, there you go up to him.
us. Immediately. Mr. Marichek's instructions.
Why? I mean, it's nice, but what happened?
I'm afraid I can't tell you.
I bet I know. I warned him they'd catch up with him. Did you know that half of the toilet water and perfume in this shop ended up in his bathroom? I mean, he told me.
Oh, incidentally, now that you're back and everything's straightened out, I might as well tell you, I sent the anonymous letter.
Vladislav, what anonymous letter?
You didn't know? Well, what do you think caused all this trouble? I wrote to Mr. Marichek about his wife and one of our clerks.
I don't believe you.
I was desperate. Business was so bad. And I thought, if he fires Mr. Kodai, who deserves it, he might not fire me, who doesn't.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused?
I'll regret it to the day I die. But whoever thought Mr. Marichek would think I meant you?
Well, Vladislav, I hope you've learned your lesson.
Oh, believe me, I have. In the next letter, name the names.
I need 2 weeks' pay for Mr. Kodai.
Here it is. Oh, no. My pleasure. Good day, madam. May I help you?
Oh, hello. Do you carry flowers of spring?
Mr. Sipos, guess what? What? I'm a clerk. Well, congratulations, Arpad.
Mr. Marichek just promoted me. Oh, and something else. I'm not Arpad anymore.
You're not? Well, who are you?
Mr. Laszlo.
Laszlo? Why Laszlo?
Why? It's my last name. Thank you, madam. Please call again. You call again, madam.
I'd like to introduce our newest clerk, Mr. Laszlo.
It's true. Ask Mr. Marichek.
Arpad, how wonderful.
What's wonderful?
I'm a clerk. Starting right now, a clerk.
Can you believe it? Stephen Kodai replaced by a delivery boy.
Replace?
Yes, Arpad, I'm leaving. I just resigned. I wouldn't stay here another day.
You couldn't. You've just been fired.
All right. Believe that if it makes you happy. But you won't be happy for very long, because any day now, that door will close for the last time, and then you'll walk over to Hammerschmidt's.
Why? It's closed.
Only temporarily for renovations. You see, they're going to have a new owner, Stephen Kodai.
Some owner.
Nevertheless, it's true. Ilona believes me, don't you, darling?
Of course I do. Here's your down payment.
Shelly, it's grand, knowing you, grand being your friend, loyal and so generous, right down to think. Please don't worry, watching me leave, that would be much too painful to stand. It's been fun, now I must run, but it's been grand, perfectly grand. Pick it up. won't forget. Give your wife a little kiss from Corday. I never met her, but I will by and by. Oh, my beat of leaving you, leaving your warm, intimate club. It's a small pleasure I'll treasure each warm, intimate sit-up. It's been grand, let me say, and let me say au revoir, not goodbye. It's grand knowing you'll all be working for your friend. On the first day of Christmas, my
First day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. My true love gave to me.
Good morning, Miss Malice. How are you today?
Oh, ready for thousands of customers.
Only 12 days to go.
Plenty of time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop in time, plenty of time. These are the people with time to spare who shop at their convenience. 12 days to Christmas, 12 days to Christmas. Look at the way they do their Christmas shopping. They can go shopping and still remain calm and sedate. These are the people we envy and the people that we hate. Thank you, please call again.
What a day, Mr. Novak.
It certainly was, Miss Ballish.
Oh, the book you lent me, it was excellent.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Will you be taking the bus home today, Miss Ballish?
Yes, I will.
May I walk you to the bus stop?
I love that, Mr. Novak.
So 12 drummers from here, 11 pipers piping, landlords are leaving 9 days to Christmas, 9 days to Christmas. Still time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop in time, still time. Sensible people who organize the time at their disposal. 9 days to Christmas, 9 days to Christmas. Still time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who plan their days wisely and well. These are the people who shop in time and they can go to hell. Thank you, please call again, thank you.
Are you in a very great hurry today, Miss Ballish?
No, not at all.
I thought maybe a cup of coffee on the way to the bus stop.
I like that, Mr. Novak.
So would I.
Maids are milking seven swans are swimming 6 geese are laying 5 golden rings. 4 days to Christmas, 4 days to Christmas. Just enough time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop in time, really time. These are the people who calculate with mechanical precision. 4 days to Christmas, 4 days to Christmas. These are the folks who never waste a second. Full of chili efficiency, loaded with gold. Never too early and never late, and they're the worst of all. Thank you, please call again, do call again, thank you.
What a day.
Just wait until the 24th.
The 24th! One day to Christmas, one day to Christmas. We'll never do our Christmas shopping. Shop Christmas time. Shop the time. Shop the time. We're the people who always say it's the Christmas. Christmas, one day to Christmas. Not yet, our Christmas shopping. Not yet, play so long, never call. Some of them may not get a Christmas gift at all.
longer than last year's.
Only every night or Christmas Eve.
I don't think I could take it. I haven't stopped for a minute.
I waited on 53 customers personally.
Too bad Mr. Marichek wasn't here.
Well, I'll stop by the hospital later and bring this with me. Well, it's coming. She's going to invite me home for Christmas Eve.
Splendid!
Splendid? Why splendid? I can't go. Tonight's the night she meets dear friend.
But your dear friend.
That's just the point.
I give up. It's too complicated for me. You want someone to untangle this knot? Call a sailor.
Amalia, my friend is coming to pick me up. Will you let me know when he gets
All
home?
right. Oh, Mr. Novak. Mother and I would be very happy if you'd spend Christmas Eve with us.
Well, Miss Ballish,
It's a very special Christmas Eve. Do you know who's going to be there? Dear friend.
Who?
Dear friend, the one I've been corresponding with, remember?
Of course, but I certainly don't want to intrude, Miss Ballish.
Oh, no, you'd be helping. After all, you know him and you've met him. And you're so alike, really. And you can help me out with the conversation when it gets too deep for me. Please, Mr. Novak.
Well, Miss Ballish, I just hope this isn't a mistake.
I know it's not.
Mr. Marichek? Look who's here! Mr. Marichek!
Where else would I be Christmas Eve?
Merry Christmas, sir.
You did all that in one day?
Merry Christmas, sir.
Oh, I heard your voice. Merry Christmas, Mr. Marichek.
Merry Christmas, Miss Ritter. Have you time for a drink?
Champagne? I'll make time.
Mr. Marichek! Such a surprise!
Merry Christmas, Mr. Seabosa. Could you bring me 6 cups, please?
Of course, sir.
I love it. I love opening champagne.
How do you feel, sir?
Excellent!
The goblets!
Oh, the champagne. Shall I pour?
Of course.
Could probably fill mine all the way to the top, and I wouldn't mind.
It's good to be home.
Which is
The toast, sir.
Ah, yes, yes. Christmas Eve. The show. All of us together. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. May I?
Thank you. George,
Yes, sir.
what do you say to a nice gala dinner? Oh, we can go to a fancy restaurant. Weathers, perhaps.
I wish I could, sir.
But you weren't expecting me. I understand.
I've been invited home by Miss Ballish.
Don't give it another thought, my boy. It's not that important.
I think it looks like. It is!
He's here, Miss Ritter's friend.
Isn't he handsome?
Intelligent looking.
Oh, his beautiful eyes.
He's an optometrist.
Much better than Mr. Kadai, I'll say that.
I love the way he walks.
Look at that coat and that hat. Is he rich? Oh,
I don't know.
He has dimples.
That settles it. Tonight, when he asked me to marry him, I'm going to say yes.
Right, Ilona, I had no idea.
Neither does he. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good evening.
Well, Mr. Marichek, thank you for the champagne. And now my wife and children are waiting for me. And my wife's sister. And her children. God knows who else. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Ladislav.
Merry Christmas, George.
Arthur,
Yes, sir?
are you busy this evening?
No, sir.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to Weber's. George, Arpad and I are going out for a night on the town.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Marichek.
Merry Christmas, Miss Batch. George.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas, Mr.
Mr. Novak.
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to Weber's.
Well, tell me, Mr. Lasso, is there anything special you'd like for Christmas this year?
It's too much to hope for.
What is it?
Well, I won't get it anyway.
At least tell me.
Well, what I really like, more than anything, is a motorcycle.
Right, my boy. You won't get it.
How about a promotion?
Oh, you dreamy boy. Where is it?
I promise.
Here, let me help you with those. A cigarette box.
I know you hate them, but I rather like them, and I thought as a gift for dear friend.
But what if he's not a smoker?
He likes music.
And it's just a box. You know, Miss Ballish, I don't hate these boxes nearly as much as I used to. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind owning one myself.
You wouldn't.
If only to remind me of the first day you came here, remember? What kind of box, madam? Candy. And functional.
I was terrified, and you were awful. Did I really sound like that?
You sounded irresistible. As a matter of fact, I remember thinking, now that is the kind of girl that I could almost fall in love with.
What? You were awful,
I know.
and you never said anything.
Well, how could I? I knew how you felt about me.
But you didn't, Mr. Novak, really. You didn't, because I was attracted to you. More than attracted.
As awful as I was.
What a shame you never spoke up.
And you.
Who knows what might have been.